Welcome back to New York City. A chilly Friday night and a sold-out Madison Square Garden. This telecast of the NBA presented in 3D. We're available by Sony. And a sellout crowd. Many here to see LeBron James and the Miami Heat against their resurgent Knicks. First game of our NBA doubleheader as we look at the Jaguars starting lineups for tonight's first meeting between these two. Heat come in with a 10-game winning streak, 19-8 overall. Carlos Arroyo, the starting point guard. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh playing his natural power forward, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas, the starting center for Eric Spoelstra. And for the Knicks, Stoudemire playing the center position right now for Mike D'Antoni. Wilson Chandler, the power forward. Danilo Gallinari, Landry Fields, the impressive, surprising rookie, and Raymond Felton, who has been superb for the Knicks during their stretch. And James and the Heat, they have started to find a rhythm. The progression is starting to come. They were 9-8, struggling, had lost 4 of 5, and now they're on a 10-game winning streak and back in hostile territory. I don't know, Jeff, if it's as hostile as Cleveland, but the fans are into getting on LeBron James.
But I don't think it's just about getting on LeBron James. I think they're bringing back the home court advantage because they like how this New York Knicks team is playing. Not everything has to be about LeBron. They're about, right now, they're winning, and the fans appreciate how they're playing.
The Knicks had won 8 in a row before Wednesday night's last-second loss to the Boston Celtics. They're 13-2 in their last 15 games, and the building's starting to sound like it did years ago. Mark, you played here. You know when this place is combination. Stoudemire, quick spin, and the first bucket.
And my new goal is to predict when Ilgauskas is out, because it's a horrible matchup for him. I say he lasts to the first dead ball.
Well, the Heat going with their three-headed centers, that's been a part of their progress in the 10-game winning streak, but it's a very difficult matchup tonight. Meanwhile, Chandler, a difficult matchup on Bosh. Carlos Arroyo. Ilgauskas the rebound. James has had huge games here at the Garden and starts off with a three-pointer. Mark, the team simply plays better when he's on the floor. Alley-oop to Gallinari! And a strong start for the Knicks as the crowd fired up even more. Bosh likes that elbow jumper.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at who you're in with.
James.
Can I get an amen?
I was waiting until LeBron scored.
He's been very unselfish. He's letting the game come to him.
There was a time where he struggled with double teams. All of a sudden, it's a great move by Chris Bosh and using the right hand.
Pass for a couple of legs. Fields pushing. Knicks have a 3-on-1. Nice pass to Chandler for the finish. Quickly the other way is Wade, and Wade throws it down. Chandler on the pull-up. Chandler has been the unsung hero for the Knicks. Picked and taken by Felton. Felton on the drive, left-handed, banks it in. Felton on James on the switch. Arroyo left wide open and nails the three. He has shot very well.
50%. You can't leave him, just like you can't leave as good pass by Gallinari. Just like you can't leave.
I would look at you like you were crazy if you would tell him, hey, we'd rather leave Dwayne Wade open than
for a spot-up jumper.
No.
Yes, sir.
Stoudemire kicks it out. Extra pass. Gallinari open. Nails the three. Danilo Gallinari with 10 points here in the first period. He's 4 for 4. Arroyo have it on the floor. James with the jump shot. When he's on with a jump shot, absolutely unstoppable. James is off to a terrific start. Again, 6 of 8 from the field. The Heat as a team, 65%. Gallinari is on James. Shot clock at 5. Chalmers left open. And the point guards for the Heat, again, they're doing their role, whether it's Arroyo or Chalmers.
Want to have your center rotating that far out on the perimeter.
James does a little Curly Neal impression. Nice pass, and Dampier throws it down. That's the 6th assist for LeBron James.
This guy's having fun right now.
Wade spinning, gets inside, left-handed. Oh, beautiful move from Dwayne Wade.
About 30 teams that should want this guy.
Well, Denver certainly would love to keep him. That would be their first choice. Bosch draws the foul and one. Right-handed from the lefty Bosch. And he's in double figures. Heat back up by 6. Bosch has been playing more true power forward. He was playing a lot of center early. And Stoudemire knocks down the shot. His perimeter game is so improved. Felton is on James. Huge height advantage. Wade inside. Blocked by Stoudemire. That's his second rejection. Felton alley-oop. Chandler comes down with it and lost it. Not a smart decision that time from Felton. James drives. Puts up a wild shot. Wade's tip won't go. Knocked away. Picked up by Chandler. Ahead to Fields. Back to Chandler. Oh, and he throws it down. Gorgeous fast break, and the Knicks go up by 3. Stoudemire lost it. Alley-oop to James. Oh, throws it down. He was a couple of feet away from the hoop.
Leading the first half. Everything.
Oh, Stoudemire. Excuse me, Mark.
Oh, please.
Wow.
Excuse me, Ilgauskas. Oh, my. That's called a quick jump.
Those are the type of plays that will force you to forget what you was about to say.
Knocked out of his hands. He wanted a foul. And they're letting it go at both ends for the most part. Arroyo spots up. That's a 3. They were here many times when the Knicks were really bad. Gallinari, that's a 2-pointer. And Gallinari continues his. Stoudemire banks it in. All-around games, 19 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. On his way perhaps to a triple-double. Hits again. Arroyo. Another 3. Carlos Arroyo. He's got 11 points.
Now, you got to give Carlos Arroyo a lot of credit, too. Here's a guy with extreme confidence. There's another delivery, and Joel Anthony dunking over Stoudemire.
Wade, oh, pretty move and the finish, Dwayne Wade. We've seen some unbelievable highlight plays here tonight. Right now, the Heat up by a dozen.
See, I think they'd be better off going at Joel Anthony with pick and rolls because isolation.
Wednesday night against Cleveland. Juwan Howard, the veteran. He knocks that down. This is the largest lead of the game. The Heat go up by 14. And the crowd is going a little quiet. And the Heat looking to push. James again. The Heat's defense is really setting up their offense beautifully.
And I really think the crowd should come out with the MVP
tonight. You see James has had huge games here at Madison Square Garden overall against the Knicks. He's had 2 50-point games at the Garden. Both times close to a triple-double in those games. He probably won't get 50 tonight, but very close to a triple-double.
He could go down as one of the great perimeter defenders to ever play as well.
James again, he's got 30, and the Heat pulling away. They're up by 18 here in the final minute of the third. Shot clock at 4. James a long off-balance 3. And Howard tips it, was going to get it. James Jones got hit in the face. Chandler's shaken up. Timeout called by Jones. They're starting to let a little too much go. As Chandler's shaken up. And they quickly come out in the 10 to Wilson Chandler. Roger Hines, the head athletic trainer. We'll check out on him when we come back. Wade, that's a 3. And lead back up to 17.
That's a good night Irene shot. When he makes that shot, he and James make the 3 ball. They're going to win.
And especially tonight, the second half.
Gallinari blocked as he gets knocked to the ground. Boy, they're letting him play.
But not giving up on plays. Great job of helping from the weak side time and time again.
And there Bosch is fouled.
And really sharing the ball. Giving up good shots to get great shots. Right there, James Jones gives up a great shot. Here, look at the baseline help. Wade rotate. James Jones back to cover the three-pointer, and then they defend the second pick and roll and get in their hands.
But you see the rest of the team has also helped out. You look at Carlos Arroyo shooting. Joel Anthony's defense on Amari Stoudemire has been one of the stories tonight.
Well, first,
Sign that 5-year, $30 million deal. The Knicks wanted Miller as well. And let's see who's going to come out of the rotation when he comes in. They've switched things with Arroyo and Chalmers playing a lot. Eddie House is now kind of out of the rotation. James Jones has played well in what would be Mike Miller's spot.
And coaching is about tough choices. But Mike Miller will be in the rotation. But I think the decision right now is a good one as Stoudemire finishes around the rim.
off the pick and roll.
Bosch fakes, Bosch drives and finishes. James with his 10th assist.
What?
Oh, that went over your head. Forget it.
I didn't get it either.
H-U-G-H-U.
Oh, come on. Oh, Chalmers knocks down a three. And Wade knocks down the three.
Now. No, it's 22, and here they come.
As the Heat putting on a show in the second half, Raymond Felton in and out. Stoudemire the rebound. Banks it back in. They have made him work for all of his 24 points. And some of the fans heading for the exits on this Friday night. It was a very big week for the Knicks. A team that had been playing so well and had 3 straight games against 3 of the better teams. Bosch hits that. They beat them 20. It'll be the 9th time this season they've won by 20 or more. Chalmers knocks it down. Chalmers and Arroyo, solid job at the point. Big three got some help. As the Miami Heat will now win their 11th straight game and improve to 20-8. Knicks drop their second in a row after their terrific streak. They fall to 16-11. Disappointed Madison Square Garden crowd. Amari Stoudemire, his 30-point streak comes to an end at 9. You saw double and triple teams all night, and the Heat defended them beautifully. As the Knicks, one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA, struggle in the second half. And Dwayne Wade, another terrific game. He's with Doris.
Dwayne, this game was tied at 57. What did you guys do in the third quarter to get control of this?
Well, I really thought we did a great job defensively. Really packed the paint, and we did a good job of using athleticism to close out to the three-point shooters. Just made them take tough shots. We rebound the ball, and we did what we do best. We got out in transition, got some easy buckets, and LeBron had a great third quarter to really push us forward, and we just continued it.
Mark Jackson said the stars were stars, and that was the case. But can you describe the effort Joel Anthony gave on the defensive end against Amari?
Well, Amari is a tough cover. He's one of the best in his game, especially one-on-one. We had to throw many different guys at him, but Joel did a great job of trying to just contain him, try to just make him take tough shots, and he had to work for his points tonight.
Dwayne, congratulations.
Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
The game was tied at 57. At halftime, Heat and the Knicks, but in the second half, they outscore them 56-34. As the final score, the Heat 113 and the Knicks 91. Up next on ESPN, more NBA action as Phoenix faces Dallas. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Doris Burke, and our entire ESPN crew, Mike Breen saying so long from New York. Now let's send it to the studio and Hannah Storm.
Thanks, Mike, and all of the gang. Fine job from the Garden tonight. Dirk Nowitzki and company welcoming back their old mate, Steve Nash, and the Phoenix Suns beginning a brutal stretch of games against the elite in the conference. The Mavs, #2 in the conference now with 20 wins this